So I wanted to give you guys an update on the Cherokee Chief before the end of days comes upon us and the coronavirus wipes us all out. I just wanted to document that I actually did get some work done to this car, and now it's running and driving and operating nearly flawlessly. Let me walk you through what I did to get this car where it is right now. So the first thing I did on the Cherokee Chief Edition was I got it running, but cosmetically I reinstalled the fender flares. I fixed the destroyed passenger side front fender. I repainted this whole side. The wheels I restored just a little bit, not really a heck of a lot. I replaced the fuel pump on this to get it running again, and it was fairly simple. I mean, it's right there, and it was really easy to replace. I have a video, check it out. I got the headliner done on the Jeep, and I went for a Chief inspired edition. The interior was cleaned. I got some Quadratec mats in there, and if we dive underneath the hood, I detailed the entire engine bay. I redid the coolant, thermostat housing, fuel pressure regulator, fuel injector system cleaning, air filter. What else? Valve cover gasket was done, spark plugs, distributor cap wires, ignition coil, oil filter, transfer case fluid, transmission fluid, differentials, all that good stuff. Here's a before picture of the engine bay. And this is what it looks like now. I detailed it myself. Also have a video of that, but it's on my Instagram page, not on the YouTube channel. If you guys remember that the front seat was kicking backwards because the mount was broken, well, we reinstalled the mount and welded it into place, and now that issue is no longer. Starts right up every time, and generally it's been great. It's been a really awesome car. However, I am going to be getting rid of it before I do the body work to it, like the major stuff, because I wanted to restore it to original Chief-esque edition. And the reason for that is because it's going to be a huge expense, and unfortunately I don't have the capital to take it on right now. But I did get this Jeep to a position where it's going to make a great daily driver for somebody for the foreseeable future, and if they want to take it further, one step further, and completely restore it, more power to them. But I think as it sits, it looks good, it's clean, it runs and drives excellent, and it's going to be dead reliable for the foreseeable future. So there's that. Let's take it for a quick drive. First of all, I'm sorry for the poor stability on the video, because I need better camera equipment, and I'm working on that. But I appreciate you hanging in there with me. So, why am I going to be getting rid of the Chief? Again, it's because I don't think there's anything left that I am able to do to it that's within my budget / parameters, and I'm ready for a new project. As it sits, it's going to make great daily driver for somebody to use and enjoy. And I did what I had intended to do with it, which is get it up and running, looking a lot better than it did when I got it. And here we are. I mean, I think it's 80% mission successful. So what's left to do on this thing, aside from the exterior restoration, if somebody wants to bring it back to Chief Edition? It needs a new head unit for the radio. It has a hole in the driver floorboard that should be patched, and the dashboard is cracking. The interior can be shampooed once over. I shampooed it once already, but I suppose it could use another round of that. And I really think that's about it. I don't know what else it needs. Maybe a better lift kit, because what it has right now is a budget boost 1.5 front and 2-inch shackle rear with an add-a-leaf. So I think if you throw an actual Rubicon Express 3.5-inch lift kit, you would be all set. And that's really it. I mean, driving wise, I've been using this thing as a daily for the past month or so, and I've enjoyed it. Starts up every time. Heat works. AC doesn't work, but I haven't bothered to charge it. I've just been driving this as is because I guess it was cold enough for me to just worry about the heat, and that worked great. Otherwise, everything else is kosher. And you know, if this thing doesn't sell, I'll just keep driving it until it does. Performance-wise, this XJ performs really well. It goes through every gear without any issues, and I've got it up to 75 miles an hour on the highway, running and driving in great shape. Did about 200 miles with it on the highway, and didn't miss a beat. No overheating, none of that garbage. Even with 218K on the clock, this 4.0 has tons of life left. It sounds excellent. It was well maintained, and the frame and chassis, aside from that one blemish, are in really good shape, being that this car did come out of New Mexico. Thanks for watching to the end. Make sure you subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it. Hit the bell notification if you want to see future content. I have a couple of other cars that I'm going to be doing some videos on that I think you're going to like. And thanks again for the support. 470 subscribers-ish. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like the videos. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button now.